Welcome back, wellness community. Another video about gut health. So, I'm going to give some examples of things that you can use that will help support and heal your gut. And I'll give a little bit of a spiel on the things I've been doing that have helped heal and are contributing to healing my gut. And I hope it's helpful for you guys because that's really my goal here. And I don't ever want to make perfect the enemy of good in these videos. I know some of the things that I say on here can be maybe quite extreme to other people, but this is the extreme that I take it to. I don't know if I would use really the word extreme, but this is the level I guess you could take it to. And I like to take things to the highest level possible. That's just how I've always really been. And I enjoy that. But if you don't have the time or finances to do that, totally understand. This is just a video showing you how far you can take things with your health. And it's up to you how far you want to go. And again, I can't stress it enough. I love that saying, do not make perfect the enemy of good. And don't try to be perfect because you know what? At the end of the day, you're not going to have anyone to relate to. So, yeah. Plus, it's not even an obtainable thing. Yeah. So, anyways, let's jump into some things that are helpful for your gut. So, the first thing I'll talk about is raw milk. Unfortunately, in Canada, it's illegal for ridiculous reasons, which I won't get into right now. But I'm fortunate enough myself to be able to actually get it. I know a farmer and have a relationship with them, and they gave me the milk, so I'm really lucky that way. I know a lot of people can't get that, so I understand. But one thing I would suggest if you're looking to get into that, the unpasteurized dairy realm, go to a farmer's market, build a relationship with a farmer, and maybe ask them about it and see if you can visit their farm, and maybe they'll offer you some milk to try or maybe buy, or yeah, just that's probably the best way of going about it. I'm sure there's other ways that I'm not aware of, but just know that, yeah, it's illegal in Canada, unfortunately. But cigarettes and alcohol are legal because, those don't do any damage. Anyways, so yeah, raw milk and pasteurized milk, it's incredible for you. A lot of people think they're lactose intolerant, but the thing with that is you're actually not really. Like you are, but you're not. And I'll explain a little bit why. It's because modified milk ingredients and like things like pasteurized milk, they use high heat and sometimes lower heat, but it still kills so many of the good digestive enzymes in it and minerals and vitamins too. That's why they fortify it with synthetic B vitamins after, which are not great for you also. And I can talk about that in another video. There's also lactase, and lactase, most of it, if not all of it, gets killed in the pasteurization process, and you need the lactase to help digest the lactose. And this is why you're lactose intolerant, probably. So, yeah, I used to be lactose intolerant. Then I started drinking raw milk, and I've been doing it for like a month. And I've little over, I drink about a gallon a week. Every 5 to 7 days, drink about a gallon. And I'm doing great with it. I eat tons of dairy and I'm doing like absolutely phenomenal with it. Feel the best I've ever felt. Gut feels incredible. And it's been super helpful. But yeah, if you can't get that, I understand and I sympathize. I know it's kind of sucks. Then yeah, maybe you can get some A2 milk. I heard that can actually be quite good. Pasteurized A2 milk from Jersey cows. Some people do better with that, or goat's milk, grass-fed goat's milk, or water buffalo milk. Those are also some options if you don't do well with the cow's milk. So the second thing I do is bone broth. There's a company called Fire and Kettle. They sell them in little Tetra packs, and they're organic. I have that every day, and I also actually make my own bone broth in an Instapot. I get grass-fed organic beef bones, marrow bones, especially from butcher shops or farmers market, and I put that in an Instapot for like a night or two, and then I scrape off all the collagen and I have my bone broth. And so basically drink that like a tea every day, and it's amazing for your gut. So I have that every day, and I think you should too, because it'd be really beneficial. Um, so unpasteurized raw cheese it has bacteria culture in it, which is really, really good for you too. That's another thing you can eat. Um, Butter. I get Happy Planet's organic and grass-fed cultured butter. It's also got cultured bacteria in it. Great for your gut. Another thing is even red meat, like grass-fed organic Ground beef is good for your gut. There's tons of minerals and vitamins in there that are good for you. Maple syrup is great. Honey is great. Honey has over 300 bioactive compounds in it. And again, if you're getting the honey, get it raw, get it organic if you can, and get it with the glyphosate free stamp if you can. That's a little harder, but it's definitely out there and possible. Fermented food, I don't eat much of, but I've heard great things about kimchi. Or sorry, not kimchi. Well, kimchi is one of them. Sauerkraut is what I mean. Sauerkraut can be really great for your gut. Um, so yeah, those are basically all the things that like I do, except for the fermented foods that have worked like really well for me, and my gut is in a really really good state and continues to get better and better. I've also completely cut out seed oils. Seed oils are not good for you. I've talked about that in another video, and I'll expand on it a little more later on too, because I think there's still so much information out there, like especially from Google, that's cited from things like the American Heart Association and Mayo Clinic, which are using totally outdated studies and information regarding cholesterol. And anyways, that's just a whole other thing. But yeah, cut out seed oils, cut out processed foods, which seed oils are pretty much in all those foods, and your gut will thank you. Preservatives, get rid of them if you can. Just stick to one ingredient foods if you can. And also fruit. Most fruit is great, has tons of nutrition in it, and is really good for your gut. So if you can incorporate all those things into your diet, it can definitely help. And especially eating different fruits and different vegetables over a week period. That helps your gut microbiome too, not just the same things over and over. It's good to switch it up. One little thing, though, to say about vegetables is a lot of people get autoimmune reactions from vegetables because of the high amount of oxalates and phytic acid in these things. And this is something you can look up to on your own time. I'm not going to get too into it right now, but things like kale, things like spinach, things like almonds. I know that's not a vegetable, but has tons of oxalates in this. And these are anti-nutrients. They're kind of like oats. Oats are terrible. Tons of oxalates in it, phytic acid, total anti-nutrients. And these rob things like calcium from your calcium channels. And yeah, if you can stay away from those, I would highly, highly suggest staying away from them. But if you're eating them and they work for you, like that's great. I'm super happy for you. I don't do that great with vegetables, especially things like broccoli. And yeah, I used to eat tons of spinach and kale and broccoli, and I thought I was doing this great thing for myself. And I wasn't, turns out, but I was still on, the right, better track than some of the alternative stuff. So that's great. But if it's working for you, it's working for you. Keep it up. I'm stoked for you. That's awesome. So yeah, wanted to make a shorter video. We're at 8 minutes now, and that pretty much sums everything up. And if you guys have any other questions or suggestions, something you'd like me to talk about, I'd be totally happy to do that. So I hope this was helpful, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time.